Hello. So I wanted to come in one quick minute and talk about something that Pastor Perry Stone was talking about, and that has to do with revival and the youth. And this is what's going on. Um, it had to do with the youth of this generation because the way they've been indoctrinated is not really their fault. You send them to school, and that's where they get all these things. I know because I had gone to my son's high school, and they had this in the cafeteria. They had this huge TV, and it had CNN on it. So this is what I say, that this generation is for the young, and they don't need a church. They could do it other like Charlie was doing it outside of the universities and street preaching or whatever. I have seen many here, so I know it's out there, and those are the people who are. And the way some of them are is so sweet to see. Like, they even get attacked, but still they don't retaliate. So yes, it's not for the older generation, because I think the older generation really didn't do much anything. I mean, being a Christian is tough. It's not easy. You really get attacked all the time. And I've been born again almost about 12 years now. And it's been attack after attack, So whether it's with your health, your finances, your job, because I was doing pretty good at my job. And then one of my discs, the disc in my back, on the lower back, just popped out. And I had to have surgery. And after the surgery, it was bad. Like, my leg still swells. And that, things around you, yeah, you're going to get attacked. That's normal for a Christian, The more the Christian gets attacked, the more you could tell that that person is doing great things for the kingdom of God. And we have the example of the first church, how they suffered. They were martyred, the apostles, right? It's not preaching in a church with lights and all this other stuff. I'm not, I did kind of street preaching in Phoenix. So that's basically, it's supposed to be young kids leading other young kids. Because I remember a long time ago, God told me, the sheep has become shepherds and the shepherds have become sheep. That's one thing that I've always been hearing. And I'm just excited to hear about it, but you know how the news is. They're not showing it. They're not showing this revival. So I could help out. I mean, I could help out a little with the singing of the revival. So if they need help, I don't know. Right now, the focus is somewhere else. You see what's going on in Iran. I'm praying for the Shah. I'm praying for him. I'm praying for Ravi. So that's pretty much it, Oh yeah, no, one more thing. When you get an anointing, a lot of dangers come with it. And of course, you want to protect your family. And so you see Elijah, right? Elijah was going to give him his anointing. And Elisha said, no, just give me a double portion. I think it has to do with what Elijah went through. And he knew he needs extra help. So that's why he got the double anointing, because he knew all hell was going to break loose in his life. And it did. I mean, all these kids started, well, they're not really kids. They were young adults, but probably in their 20s. That's what I think. And they came out to harass him. So you already know that's the devil. That is Satan. And he did what he had to do, because basically, it was his life that they were going to take. I do believe they were going to take his life. They were not the same Baldy, this Baldy, that. Because there's a lot of bald people. It's just there was like a gang of these young men creating chaos. So what happened, maybe that community that that had all these kids harassing, maybe, they appreciated what Elisha did. But yeah, you could ask for a double anointing if you know that your life and your family's life is in danger. And that's the first thing I asked about when I read that story. It's in the Book of Kings. Is it Second Kings? I don't remember. But oh yeah, Elisha was scared to death. He was scared because he already knew what happened to Elijah, with Jezebel and all these other things. So that's why he got the double anointing. We don't hear too much of what he did. I think he did great exploits. And I have read the book of Joshua. I don't remember him being mentioned there, though. So this is what I say. Ask God, ask him if you could put angel principality around your community, around your church. So like that, you have that extra protection because times are evil. I see people dying left and right. I'm wondering if it has to do with, if you're affiliated with some kind of party. That's what I believe. So hopefully this helps people out there. Have a great, happy new year. And just go into this new year with prayers and supplications to God. God bless you.